Guys, I know this video is a little bit late. Last week was homecoming week, and the next week was makeup week, and this week is midterms week, so I've been pretty stressed out and busy, but I promise you the next video should flow a little bit more smoothly. This week's video is how to live for God, and what I basically did was just thought about things that I know that I've had to do, or things that, you know, you should do to have a better relationship with God and to, you know, serve Him. And the first is give your life to Christ, which is pretty basic, you know, follow Him and, you know, deny your own needs or wants or, you know, anything in life that's holding you away from God. You should deny and get them out of your life. The verse I picked for that was Matthew 16:24. Then Jesus said to His disciples, "Whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up the cross and follow me. For whoever wants to save their life will lose it, but whoever loses their life for me will find it." The next thing I wrote down is do not fall into sinful behavior. And for this, I use 1 Thessalonians 5:6-8. That verse is, "So then let us not be like others who are asleep, but let us be awake and sober. For those who sleep, sleep at night, and those who get drunk at night. But since we belong to the day, let us be sober, putting on faith and love as a breastplate, and hope of salvation as a helmet." The third thing I wrote down is love one another and show the love of Christ. This is really hard for me because I tend to be very rude to some people. Not necessarily rude, I just have problems talking to people, so I'll be very quiet and I only talk to people I know, so people get the idea that I'm rude. Well, the verse I use for that is John 13:34-35. "A new command I give you, love one another as I have loved you. So you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are one of my disciples, if you love one another." The next thing is testify and witness, and this is always really hard on me because, like I said, I don't like talking to people I don't know, and I'm really shy, but really, we should be out there and we should be testifying and letting people know of salvation and what it is and what God's done for us. That way we can get to the kingdom of heaven, so can they. The verse I used for this was Psalms 40:9-10. "I proclaim your saving acts in the great assembly. I do not seal my lips, Lord, as you know. I do not hide your righteousness in my heart. I speak of your faithfulness and your saving help. I do not conceal your love and your faithfulness from the great assembly." The next thing I wrote down is worship Him, and this is my favorite thing to do. When I've had a bad day, I just want to lock myself in my room and listen to worship music and just have me and Jesus time. And just so you know, if you don't have that time, pick out like even 5-10 minutes of your day. If you have a busy day, just sit in your room, listen to worship music, open your Bible, read one verse a day if you have to, you know. Just do something, that way you have that time put aside during the day for God. The verse for worship I use is 1 Chronicles 16:23-31. I really love these verses. They say, "Sing to the Lord, all the earth. Proclaim His salvation day after day. Declare His glory among the nations, His marvelous deeds among all people. For great is the Lord, and worthy He is of praise." "He is to be feared above all gods. For all the other gods of the nations are idols. But the Lord made all the heavens. Splendor and majesty are before Him. Strength and joy are in His dwelling place. Ascribe to the Lord, all you families of the nations. Ascribe to the Lord glory and strength. Ascribe to the Lord the glory that is due to His name. Bring an offering and come before Him. Worship the Lord in His splendor of His holiness. Tremble before Him, all the earth. The world is firmly established, it cannot be moved. Let the heavens rejoice, let the earth be glad. Let them say among the nations, the Lord reigns." So, this week, I really want y'all to think about if y'all are actually living y'all's life for God, or if y'all are living y'all's life for yourself and your own wants and needs and desires. I'm going to go to close with 2 questions. The first question is pretty simple. Has your relationship with Christ changed the way you live? Did you get saved and say, you know, I need to turn my life around, so let me do that, and you started living for God? And then the next question is, has the way you live changed your relationship with God? And what I mean by this is your life can have a negative impact on your relationship with God, or a positive. If you got saved and you're still out partying and hanging out with the wrong kinds of people, then obviously your life's going to have a negative impact on your relationship with God. But if you got saved and you were really serious about it, and you're out there praising God and worshiping and hanging out with the true Christian friends, you know, your relationship is going to have a positive impact. So this week, think about your life and what kind of impact it's had on your relationship with God, and hopefully it's positive, and if not, let's make it that way.